Prayers.
Are you ready?
It's not about counting. It's about.
Yeah, you know this. You think you can tell us what to do, huh? You think that you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
You're damn right, Chase.
Get ready and bow to the master.
Have 379,000 points to face John Moxley.
Break it down.
And welcome to another edition of the SmackDown Showdown. Take it down. I'm your host, Vince LaSpada. Venomous Vincent. I keep forgetting that. Alongside is one of my co-hosts, the man that has all the news, all the headlines, Maddog Kelly. We are in WrestleMania weekend. Tonight kicks it off. SmackDown right now. They're doing the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Carpet special. The ceremony starts at midnight. And we'll go. I'm wondering, maybe we should place a bet. Hi, Maddog here. Fun fact, by the way, we're going to start doing these little fun facts throughout the shows. I'm going to do that now. Fun fact with Maddog. Last year's Hall of Fame went for 4 hours and 37 minutes long. How long do you think it's going to go this year? Over that or under that? I say over.
So here's my question to you. Are they doing... I heard they're not doing the SmackDown or the Hall of Fame in the same building.
I believe they are thought they were doing it in the same building because there were combo tickets. There were combo tickets together, so I believe they are doing it at the same building. Yeah, like you might be right. I have to Google it actually where the Hall of Fame is, but
I would feel bad for them fans sitting there for 3 hours and then they had to sit through another 3 hours of Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
That's a lot
location.
That's a lot of talking.
Dolby Live Park at MGM in Las Vegas. Now, where was SmackDown tonight? I don't know where SmackDown.
I think SmackDown was in T-Mobile.
SmackDown's at okay, so you're right. It is different locations. I can confirm that now. That yes, okay.
Which is crazy to me because for the last 15 years, I think it's been right after.
No,
SmackDown.
You're right. It was. They are different locations. Yes, you're right.
So how mad would you be if like you had to leave SmackDown early to go to the Hall of Fame?
I would be pretty pissed. But, you're seeing Stephanie McMahon get inducted this year, Vinny. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
No.
Psycho Sid into the legacy wing. This is a big deal. Big deal. AJ Styles before Bray Wyatt. Big deal. Big deal.
I think it's a joke. I keep telling you this. I think it's a joke that Stephanie's getting inducted.
I think it's a joke that Psycho Sid is getting inducted into the so-called legacy wing.
I know he's a champion.
What the fuck does that even mean? I'm going to curse. We're allowed to. SmackDown Showdown. We're allowed to wherever we want here. What does that mean? The legacy wing. Psycho Sid should have been in there years ago for what he did for the business.
Well, here's the crazy part. It's like, we look at people like Jake the Snake Roberts that I'm not going to say that he's not a legend, but the man never won a title in his life. So then we're going to go to Psycho Sid, who has been champion. It was the
stories that Jake did. Now, look, Jake's not the cleanest. I know he did a lot of bad stuff, but look, I think it was the stories that everybody saw him get inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's like Sergeant Slaughter. It's the character. Sometimes they just do it off the characters and not, win the title, I think. Stephanie McMahon, you're right. It was more a lot of backstage bullshit and a lot of backstage politics. And Vince McMahon himself won't even be there tonight. So that just,
Or do we not know that he won't be there?
biggest mistake was the mystery caller. Randy should have had Ted DiBiase. I don't know, because DiBiase Jr. actually, I do want to mention this comment. It's a great comment because DiBiase Jr. has not been on the clean and narrow. He's been straightening out for the last couple of years, but I just heard like a couple months ago he just got arrested again. So I don't know if they can do anything with him.
He was going to prison. What do you mean?
That's what I heard. Yes, he got arrested again or charged or something. I saw an article a couple months ago that he was going to jail or charged or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Well,
maybe it was prison. I don't know. I know he was like in some serious shit though, from what I've heard.
Yeah, he was in tax evasion fraud with a church.
Right. I heard about that. Fucking crazy. Wow. But no, yeah. It would have been, I mean, it's just, I don't think that would have been possible. Now, like I said, if DiBiase Jr. was clean and narrow and not going to jail, like you said, yeah, I think it would have made more sense storyline. But no, they had to get a big star like our boy Pat McAfee, I believe he's called. Said that on his show. I've been watching the show every day. I always watch his show, as you know. But no, going back to this Hall of Fame thing, I really don't care. What did Stephanie do for our business? I guess she found John Cena. That's a big thing. And it was a lot of, the stuff, we said it with Z. Check out that episode. She did do some stuff with The Undertaker, which was big, and the whole, corporation and the whole thing. But a lot of people say it's because of what she did for women's wrestling and wrestling in WWE and stuff like that. So.
Well, we start SmackDown off tonight with a promo from Randy Orton. Randy's fired up.
Saving the business. You said it wrong. Randy saving the business. Orton, by the way.
No, I don't look at it that way.
What's no. Saving the business. Saving the business.
That's
professional
silly.
Wrestling from bums like Darby Allin, the new AEW World Champion. Can't believe they gave
Here's how we have to look at it. We have to look at it as they're giving Randy Orton one more try as a champion because he's going to retire soon. He don't deserve it. They're just going to give it to him, and that's what they're going to do.
Right, like they did on Wednesday, Darby Allin. Yeah, absolutely. They just gave it to him because MJF has to go film a movie.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I don't think that. I don't. Okay, boy, I look at Darby Allin like I look at Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Like, to me, they're not champion material. But
he's not 100%.
But my question to you is, if Hangman is not a champion and MJF is not a champion, who is the champion?
Darby Allin. I mean,
okay. There's no other option.
It sucks that Swerve is going to film a movie because Swerve was a great champion over there. But no, going back to this though, Randy Orton has to save our business.
He was a great champion, but here's the problem with Swerve is that Swerve was a great champion, but AEW did not see that, and they took the belt off them really quick.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
So we go to a promo with Pat. Started off with Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton talks about WrestleMania, his opponent with Cody Rhodes, and then we get Pat McAfee. I'm just going to tell you this right now. I don't understand. Here's what I don't like about the business anymore. What I don't like about the business anymore is you might not look at it as lying, but we don't know what's real and what's fake anymore because of this new show called WWE Unreal on Netflix.
It's pulling back a lot of layers, as you know.
Yeah, more layers than Vince McMahon ever wanted to do. And at the end of the day, we don't know who's telling the truth and who's not. We heard a couple months ago that Pat McAfee was stepping away from WWE and not doing any of it. Now, all of a sudden, he's Randy Orton's left-hand man. What's going on here? I don't like this character.
Mm-hmm. So you're not for them saving the business of pro wrestling? Because tomorrow night, in the main event, they said it, and they said it clear, and it's going to happen. I already bought the $35 t-shirt, by the way, WWEshop.com. You can get your Pat McAfee Randy Orton T-shirt. Mine's coming May 27th. Actually, it's on pre-order shipping, whatever, because it's a special item. But anyway, is saving our business. And they have to. He has to right now. Save the business from Cody Rhodes. Save the business from Darby Allin, the bum champion over in AEW. Yes, this has to happen. And this is great. This is great. This is a great story. And, they said it on today's podcast. Sometimes corporate and TKO and everybody, they just have to shove the story down your throat and fans are going to love it or hate it. And in this case, I love it. I think it's great. I do. I think this is one of the best stories they have going. I know everybody hates it. I have a story later that I'm saying that everybody hates the story, but you know what? I said it or go check out the WrestleMania prediction show. We'll get into our own predictions here in a little while. But I do want to say, I said a comment that Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee are this generation's, I do not say it live here, right, for everybody, this generation's Rock and Stone Cold. These guys are the new generations of the next big things coming in, and it's going to be big for the business, both of them. I can't wait to see it. I don't have that graph up, but I did see it somewhere over the week. Somebody said it was, then and now. I know that was a joke, but I see it. I see, that them being big stars here. TKO wants celebrity endorsements, so that's why they have McAfee, and that's why they brought Jelly Roll in. Now, remember, they didn't want Jelly Roll from the beginning in this. They wanted Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny was on a mega world tour after the Super Bowl, so they couldn't get him. They still can't get him till later this year. So that was kind of WWE's hope, was Bad Bunny, and they couldn't get him.
Here's a problem. Here's a problem that I'm seeing with all this going on. You look at WWE. If you look at WWE back in the 90s and in the 2000s, you watch these videos that WWE puts on their YouTube page of how the business was. And what kills me is the fact that back then they didn't have to bring these people in. Yeah. Did you have an attraction?
I mean, I don't know though, man. They brought a lot of celebrities back. And Mr. T
not really
was a celebrity.
Mike Tyson's
right?
The biggest one.
Cyndi Lauper, I think, was right.
No. I'm not talking about that.
They did that. What's that skit with the funny guy, the comedian? I forget his name now. They did that whole thing. Who was it? Him and Jerry Lawler, right? They did that whole skit.
Oh,
right?
Andy Kaufman.
That's it. Thank you. Yes.
But listen,
yes.
I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is that when Vince McMahon was in charge, things were different. Now that he's not, it's all about views. Today's society is about views. Who has the
that's why they
views.
brought Speed, the biggest Twitch streamer.
He's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he is a fucking joke. Like
yeah.
If you really think that Speed and Jelly Roll are the numbers with Pat McAfee to bring people in, I'm sorry, WWE.
I don't know, man. Apparently, Michael Cole said that
the fucking ball
blew up. That's all I know. Is the TikTok blew up because of Speed, apparently.
Okay, but listen, you have to look at this, and it's not a crack on you. It's a crack on people that don't see it the way that I see it with how wrestling was coming up. But it's people like you that see it as, oh, wow, this is a big thing because Speed's coming in. He has a bunch of viewers. Who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, Speed will never be a fucking WWE superstar.
They said that about Logan Paul, and he signed for years on end.
He's not a wrestler. He's not a WWE superstar.
He's signed to the E.
Wait, what did you just say?
He's trying. I've seen him.
He's trying to be a superstar.
And he is listed as a WWE superstar, and he's in the 2K game.
Okay,
he's a superstar.
I'll give you that. But what I'm trying to tell you is
he wasn't. I'll give you that. He was not a superstar. He was a YouTuber coming in. But he transformed into
but
one.
see,
Now
that's
he
the
is one who, and like you said, you listen to his podcast, he shoots it like sometimes it's it's fake, sometimes it's real shit. Like his podcast, he goes both ways with it. It's very interesting. It's actually a decent listen if you get a chance.
but and that's listen, that's fine. But my thing to you is
Mhm.
is the fact that they WWE does not have confidence in their
Right.
roster, so they have to go and turn to entertainment, and that's the problem with TKO. They don't give their listen. If an employee at my
Well, it's
restaurant is
called
not,
World Wrestling Entertainment now. I mean,
I
we do know
understand that.
that, but
I understand that, but here's how I
I
look at
understand
things,
what you're
bro.
coming from the hardcore fan perspective. It's not like it used to be, and a lot of older guys say that the Dudleys. You got a lot of guys, saying that. You got a lot of WWE talent saying that Pat McAfee is shit. By the way, so but no, I do see where you're coming
It's not
from.
about
They
that,
didn't
bro.
do this.
It's it's about performance. You have to understand, as an owner
True.
and a runner of a restaurant,
Mhm.
if your employee is not giving you performance
Yeah.
in or out or is making you money,
Right.
why are you keeping this person on your roster?
Right.
They have 200 to 300 wrestlers on their roster.
Yeah.
They're only using 30 to 40 people on their
Right.
roster. Why is the roster so big? And why are you allowing, or why are you bringing people like Pat McAfee, Randy, or Jelly Roll, or these people that have nothing to do with wrestling because they have a name? My thing
Yes.
is, if they have a name, that's cool. But how does that make the Miz feel? How does that make these guys that have been with the company, like R-Truth, have been with the company for 20 or 30 plus years,
I don't think R-Truth
getting
cares all
shit
that
on?
much. He has the tag belt right now. They retained.
Okay,
We'll get
the
into that
tag
match.
belt. But if you remember, at one point, the Miz was
He used to
a
be running
top
around with the
tier wrestler.
24/7 belt. The tag belt is a big upgrade for R-Truth.
Okay, okay, but here's my thing. They made us think about this whole Swerve thing when
Right.
they fired him.
Yeah, I don't know if that
Was
was
fake.
real or if
That
that
was
was
fake.
fake because
But that's the
they said
problem.
it.
We don't know what's going on. We're never
Yeah.
gonna know because this
And
stupid
that's
Unreal
the issue
show.
too. I will agree with you, man, because McAfee himself, I've been watching his podcast like a madman, watching the reruns, watching back episodes. I watched the whole Cody Rhodes shoot thing. I'm sure you've heard. I think I texted you saying, "Holy shit, Cody just attacked their show," and he went into the to get his belt back. Here's the issue, man. Here's the deal. He's been shooting off too. So, and then even the bigger part of it, you're CM Punk shooting off on McAfee as well, calling him a clown, saying this, saying that, and then you have McAfee responding to Punk. So could that set something up into the future if Punk retains on Sunday? Or even not. If Punk doesn't retain, you can still see McAfee versus Punk, even without a title.
I don't think Punk's retaining. Listen, if they make Punk retain, there's no reason to move forward with Roman.
I heard he might go back to Hollywood. I heard that rumor. That's been kind of on the thing. I've heard he might go film a movie with The Rock. I don't know how true that is.
So you
but
don't think
that's
Roman's
been-
winning?
I don't know because Punk is on the poster after all. That's the issue. So is Stephanie Vaquer. Rhea Ripley is on the poster after all, which is surprising. I don't know. I have to get the poster up, but there was a bunch of stars that, and everyone's like, the poster after all is that the people retaining or not and winning the belts or not. So
What else happened on SmackDown?
All right.
Maddog?
After that was probably the best match of tonight. Don't you agree? Was the best match of the night? No? Yes? No? Okay, great. Our first match was an 8-man tag street fight with My family tree, Tama
God.
Tonga, Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga, JC Mateo with Tonga Loa versus those damn Wyatt Sixes, the worst faction WWE. I mean, it's
Okay,
just
hold on.
ridiculous. Okay.
All right.
Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy with Nikki Cross. Poor Nikki Cross. They're doing nothing with her.
Okay,
Switch
Mad
the
Dog,
mask
let me
on
put
does
this.
nothing.
Let me put it this way, Mad Dog. It's like this. If you were playing W2K26
Yeah.
every single day, and they made you play the same match, a tag team match between you and your opponent taking on Lita and Trish Stratus every single day to beat for you to get past that level, would you get annoyed or would you not?
I definitely would. I mean,
Okay,
it
so
took
you
me a
have to
while to get
look at
past
this.
the My Rise this year.
Okay, so you have to look at this as how many fucking times are we going to see the same freaking match between the Wyatts and the My Family Tree?
These guys
How many
hate each
times can
other.
we see
That's
this
why.
match?
That's why. They hate
Why?
each other. And
I
it's all
understand
about
that,
a
but how many
lantern.
times
It's the
can we
great
watch this
story,
match?
man.
Why
What do you-
watch it over and over again?
Because they hate each other. It's like Roman Reigns and CM Punk. They hate each other.
I hate seafood. Does that mean that me and seafood are gonna wrestle every day? I don't like
if
seafood.
you want to, I mean,
I don't want to.
That's a you thing, but
that's what I'm saying, though.
This
Why are we
match was
wasting
great.
time?
This is not
Why are we
wasting
wasting
time.
time?
This was a great match. Okay, we got Dexter
It's
Loomis.
the same shit over
we
and
got
over
Uncle
again.
Howdy. We got Solo doing what he does
It's
best.
embarrassing, Uncle Howdy. How many times can we watch this fucking fake Bray Wyatt? Like, it's not doing nothing. Let's move on.
You know what it is, and this is the honesty part. If you want me to get purely honest, they don't have anything for either of them. That's the real issue.
They're a waste of factions.
That's the real issue. And I will agree with you, as much as I love my family tree, best faction on SmackDown, especially with Solo Sikoa. That guy should be on the WrestleMania card, and he's not for his 5th year in a row, by the way. This is his 5th WrestleMania. He'll be off the goddamn card. I'm pretty pissed about that, by the way. Anyway, not the point. Point is that, Solo Sikoa is the leader of it all, and that's why I love it so much. But I do agree with you. It is getting stale, and they have nothing for either of them, and that's why they're just keeping this going. I don't know where this goes. Does this go for a bigger match at Backlash or what? I don't know. My family tree won, by the way, in a 14-minute match. So, yeah.
And so it's just a waste of time, man. Like, how many
No,
times
I
can
see
we
your
watch
point.
this boring
It's just,
shit?
it's just they don't have anything else for these guys. I wish
so let
they
it
did.
go.
I think Solo's very talented. You have to admit, at least out of all those clowns, as you call them, I don't think so. Solo is the best one out of the bunch, who I personally think should be on the Mania card, but he's not. So
I think he's stale.
I don't think he's stale. I think my family tree is stale because of this feud. I agree with you with that.
Do you agree with me, or because you like my family tree?
No, I'm saying I think you're right. They are stale. I like them. I think they're great still. I think Solo's fantastic and should be on the Mania card. Like I've been saying. Again, I've been repeating my broken record about this. I'll be all night because Solo should be on the Mania card. Just baffles me. He's not. Anyway, I think, yeah, these guys, they got to get something new. Something, I don't know. Maybe if Ciampa stayed, maybe they could have got Ciampa involved. I don't know. I heard a rumor maybe the Street Profits are coming back soon. Maybe that's the case. I don't know what they're going to do, but they got to get a new feud for both of these guys. Because it's like you said, it's just not working right, man. It's not. All right,
Well,
after that, we have R-Truth in the back with Damian Priest. They got a match later tonight with the New Day. And it turns out Grayson Waller, not Xavier Woods, got cursed. and turns white. Apparently, Priest is confused, and they got a title match later on. Then we get a video of The Miz. Here we go. Miz and Maurice trying to renew their vows, and Danhausen again shows up. By the way, Danhausen's getting his own blimp tomorrow, so good for Danhausen. Blimphausen, by the way. Make sure we trend that. Blimphausen. Get that trending. Yeah, so Danhausen shows up, and he basically takes a face bump into the wedding cake. The Miz took a face bump, and come on, do it, Wayman, do it. The Miz is still cursed.
You know, I gotta tell you something real quick.
Please.
y-
I got my Danhausen shirt. I just didn't want to wear it tonight because Randy Orton's saving our business.
I listen. You know this as well as I do. A lot of these guys are holding on because of a paycheck. That's all it is. They're getting put in the situations that they don't want to be in because of the money. At the end of the day, though, I feel bad for like R-Truth and the Miz and people that have
They
been
were
there
still
for
making
so
money,
long.
though.
They're
Merchandise
making
sales were up,
they're
especially when
making
Miz was
money.
champion.
Yeah, but they're making money. But here's the thing, though. Do you think they're really happy that they're getting shit? Like, do you honestly think that the Miz right now is enjoying himself putting in the situation with the fucking Dan housing? Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie
I
to you.
think the
It's
Miz wants
taken
to
me a
put over
while.
talent. I think that's what it is. I think the Miz wants to put over the younger guys. He's in that point where he wants to put out over the younger guys, and he's doing that with Danhausen. I think he's having a blast because he did, they're like you said, fake and real. And there was a thing where interview where he talked about Danhausen. He said that the guy, even though he can't wrestle, he's just so fun and just so just like crazy, like that. They are breaking the fourth wall, which these guys are not supposed to. But at the same time, they're doing that now because, like you said, that's a thing, and that's between what's real and what's fake. Now, I kind of believe the Miz. This was a Hollywood Reporter article, whatever, Brendan was. But yeah, I mean, I think he's having fun with it, man. I really do. I think it's a fun story, and I think him putting over Danhausen right now. I think it's great. And his merch sales went up too because of Danhausen. So yeah, I mean, I think this story's a win for both. But I see your point. He could be pissed off, but from what I've read, I don't think he is that much. But who knows? Maybe you're right. I still love
Okay.
Danhausen. I think he's great. You are cursed. If you don't buy a t-shirt. Anyway. Anyway, after the break, we get a recap of last week's beatdown with Drew McIntyre and Jacob Batu. Remember, this will be unsanctioned tomorrow night. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. WWE is not responsible for anything that they do.
Well, listen, let's be honest. Fly goes fly. Why do we have matches like this? I mean, we honestly know between me and you that WWE is just using this as a title. You know that
Right.
they're responsible for these guys. It's just another way to build a match. But here's my question: why are we like? Okay, you go from Drew McIntyre being a champion like a month ago to now him being in a bullshit feud with Jacob Fatu. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you treating somebody that was the champion like garbage?
I think the story was always for Cody to get the belt back because of Randy. A lot of people wanted Drew and Randy. And if that would have happened, Randy would have had to stay babyface, which means Pat McAfee would never have gotten involved. Okay. And I believe TKO wants the celebrity endorsement. They want the whole big name. And Pat McAfee is a name no matter what. That's why they went the route they did. Now, I agree with you. They're treating Drew absolutely like crap. I think Jacob's going to win tomorrow night. But I don't know. I think this feud is over, but like you said, what does Drew do next? And that's something I don't know. Maybe he'll take some time off. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. You know,
I think if Cody loses, he's gonna take some time off.
I don't know. No. Cody's gonna be in the main event with a Backlash with Jelly Roll. No, that's not
Is
happening.
he still gonna be champion?
After he loses tomorrow night, and he's going to lose because Randy, the saving the business Orton, will become the 10 plus 5, by the way, on my fingers here. 10 plus 5 is 15. Champion of the world, undisputed champion of the world. So yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that.
So no, yeah, and like I said, I personally believe Cody Rhodes is still going to have a feud with Randy Orton, and this feud is going to lead up to SummerSlam, where Cody most likely gets it back, and Randy retires there. I think Randy's retiring at SummerSlam. I think Rey Mysterio retires in Italy. I think that's what they do. Maybe they'll do Rey and Randy one more time, and
they're the
Randy
last of the Mohicans, right?
What happened?
Those two guys are the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because everyone else went to AEW. Yeah, like Edge and all of them. Yeah, Edge, Cage, a lot of them. Jericho. Yeah. So that
All
was
right,
like,
what else
like,
we got
like the
going
whole
on
thing,
SmackDown?
man. A lot of them went to the other company. Doing big stories over there. Look at last night's Collision. You're talking about Edge and Copeland. So yeah. But yeah, a lot. Yeah, it's really Randy and Bray. Yeah, you're right, and they're both retiring this year. It's kind of wild.
Right.
All right, what do we got next on the board here? Royce Keys. I love Royce Keys. He won earlier tonight. Well, later, earlier tonight. Talks about a lot about his mother passing away in 2021, how it motivates him. After that, we got Jacob Batu standing on he drives a cop car out to the ring. This was fun, right? This was a fun little segment. He said,
Why?
"Hey, I'm going to drive a cop car for no reason."
What's the point of this?
I don't know. This is just bad. You know what it is? It's a great wrestler once said it best. He said it best. You know what he said? A stupid idea from bad creative. You know who said that, Vince? You know who said that? Please tell me who said that. You know who said that? No, Chris Jericho said that. Okay, he said it was a stupid idea from bad creative, and that's what this is. That's kind of my catchphrase, by the way.
But here's the question: why are we wasting time on stupid segments?
Like I said, stupid idea from bad creative. This is just bad creative. This is just a stupid idea from bad creative. Jericho's words were right. Even he said, we the people are dead and buried, and it was a stupid idea from bad creative. And he's right. This was a stupid idea from bad creative. Drew and Jacob make absolutely no sense. It being an unsanctioned match is going to be cool as hell, but how much can they really do on ESPN2? By the way, they're going to be live on TV, not just Unlimited Plus, which I have now, by the way. It took me a while to fucking finally uninstall it and all, but finally figure out how to buy the shit for tomorrow. But, like I said, how much are they going to be able to do on live TV? Because that match will be broadcasted live.
I mean, the world is your oyster, right?
I don't know, man. It's still ESPN is so strict about. End of the day, bro, it's Disney. So really, how much can Disney let WWE get away with shit? That's the real question you have to ask. Yeah, I found out it's all through Disney, by the way. TKO, all this, all the streaming, the ESPN, the whole thing. It's all Disney.
I mean,
even my subscription is through Disney Plus. I have to log in through Disney Plus right now to go watch the Hall of Fame. That's how,
How,
I have to watch it.
here's my
So,
question: when Disney bought Fox,
yeah.
the movies that still have bad words and provocative stuff are still on there, right?
I think you have to have like a 13 or verify your age. Yeah, there's something there, right? I don't think they're right. I don't think they got rid of that. But I think it's if you're watching like an episode of Family Guy, you have to verify your age. Like when I go on my Hulu, I have to verify that I'm over 18 to watch the Family Guy episode.
Right.
Remember, Hulu also has, two. It's also included, So.
You ever watch Sulu?
No.
It's Hulu's brother,
Okay.
Sulu.
Gonna have to send me a link. I'm gonna have to yeah. I guess look it up, I guess. Okay. Maybe not, depending on what it is. You're fucking with me. So I'm gonna move on before fucking it gets too late here. In the back, we got Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. Woo! Talking about their friendship for Mania. Charlotte knows what a win would make for them tonight. Charlotte knows that they are both going into the friendship tomorrow, but they want to walk out with gold. Then we go back to the ring with Damian Priest and R-Truth. And then we got the New Day, and here's the second match: New Day versus R-Truth. This match was fun, I guess you could say. But
what are we doing here with what are we doing here with Charlotte and Alexa? Why are we keeping this together? Why don't we just break this up?
Charlotte and Bliss?
Because we know this
Man.
is going to happen.
I wanted them to break up, and I wanted them to have the match, and all of a sudden they're keeping them together, and I don't know. I think it's going to be dumb when they lose tomorrow night because I don't think they're winning. I do believe that
somebody's turning on each other.
Yeah, and they'll have a match at Backlash, and then they'll drag that out till SummerSlam. You watch. They'll drag that shit out till SummerSlam.
Yep, I get it.
I guarantee it. They'll have a match at Backlash, fine, but then and then they'll have another match, and then they'll have another. You watch, just like the Wyatts in my family tree. They just keep repeating. Anyway, after this match, actually, we got to talk about the match. The match was New Day versus R-Truth and Damian Priest. This match, I don't know, what are we doing here? Kofi does not look that great as much as he used to. Definitely, I could see the ring rust on him. As much as I like Kofi Kingston, I think he's very talented. Definitely could see that. And I don't know, these guys just didn't gel well together. I don't know. That's my thoughts. What do you think?
I mean, at the end of the day, they put people together that don't belong. They only put together.
Grayson Waller in because Woods is hurt, right? I think it would have been.
I know, but that's
Woods and
here's how I look at it: is they're putting these different people together, like Xavier Woods with Grayson Waller, but it's like when you take away the main faction of the group, which is Xavier Woods and Big E. Yeah. The New Day doesn't exist anymore. So like, why are we keeping factions like them and the Vision together when realistically the main people are not there? Like, you're wasting our time. Just end it. It's okay. It can be a faction that did well that's now being shelved. Like, they want
it for merchandise sales. Sorry to interrupt. It's just New Day shit still selling off the shelves. They just
but it's not the same
new action figure of all three of them. So
it's not the same new. It's like you telling me that the Hardy Boys are gonna fucking be reincarnated with Edge as the new Hardy Boy. Like, it doesn't work. It's dead. It's a dead idea. Like, only morons go, wow.
I feel the same way about Judgment Day. Them too, they just break that up already.
They're
at least
too.
They're doing that.
But
No, I agree with you. I just don't understand it, man. Anyway, next we get a recap of Cody and Randy and Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll and everything from last week. Which was great, by the way. We weren't here last week, but that's okay. We're here now, and that stuff was great. And this whole storyline is great. Okay, moving on. We got Jade Cargill in the back with BFAB Meechin and she'll be going to talk after the break. So we come back from the break. We get the champion Jade Cargill, and Jade gets on the mic, and she's talking before she can even talk. Mummy comes out. Rhea Ripley comes out. Everybody to interrupt her, and Ripley said she's not very patient. And that Jade's lucky that, she's not jumping her right now. And, it seems that, this whole thing was, she's going to, embarrass them and all this stuff. Yeah, okay. And a bunch of other stuff they talked about this. Well, this segment felt like it went forever. I don't know why. Maybe.
I think that they like to waste time with segments. And I think
it fills the card. The longer the segment, the more shit it fills the card with.
I know, but how many times since Jade Cargill joined WWE, you said, "Wow, she's a powerhouse"?
She is, absolutely.
No, absolutely not. She's just as dull as Ronald McDonald and
I know, man.
McDonald's.
I saw her at SummerSlam. Just damn.
She's not that great. She's a phony, bro. No true champion has 2 matches in less than 4 months. It doesn't happen.
Well, I think they're just trying to protect her. I think that's
protect her on what? She's no good.
I think that's what they're trying to protect her of.
Because she's no good?
Yeah.
So why bring her on?
Because she's a name and a powerhouse.
Oh, Jesus. Go
her
on.
Merchandise sells. This is a merchandise. This is a strategy game. Think of it as a My GM mode. You got to sell that merch, baby, to get those things and get those stars for your matches, bro. Gotta, think a good feud's a good quality, and apparently this is a good feud. I'm all for it. I think Rhea's taking the belt off of her, and yeah, well, I think Bianca Belair might show back up finally. And
well, it's
if
rumored
Jade
that she's
retains,
gonna come back.
then I know for a fact Bianca's showing the hell up. So I think Rhea might win, but I do believe that, no matter what, Bianca Belair is coming back tomorrow night.
I believe
she's cleared, I believe. So she cleared. Time to bring her back.
Yep.
Anyway, right after this, the whole Jade segment, which I think it took forever. That's me. In the back, we have Solo Sikoa with My Family Tree. He says that the Wyatts are finished, finally. Because they worked as a team. Tama seems less thrilled about that. Solo tells Tala to win the Andre the Battle Giant Royale. And then Solo will get a shot at tag team gold back. Everyone heads out. Solo is alone. Back to the ring. We have Tiffany Stratton. I believe she's going up against the Tiffany Stratton for U.S. title on #1 contenders match. She'll take on Jordynne Grace. So this is our match number 3. Tiffany Stratton, Jordynne Grace. This was a back and forth between these two. They went at it. It was fantastic. What do you think? It was 9 minutes long. Tiffany Stratton is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. You seem bored of this. I guess you don't like this storyline. Tiffany Stratton become the new, U.S. champion.
I mean, here's the thing: how I look at it. Tiffany Stratton goes from being a champion and being on top of WWE to now U.S. champion. Like, how does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Yeah, you're right, man. Absolutely. It's just, they want to do something different for her. I think that was always the play. I personally don't think, that they should. Like I said. So, that they should to do it. They should continue this, but they are. So I don't know. Maybe Tiffany wins the belt. I don't know. Maybe Giulia retains. I don't know.
Let's just hope so.
Anyway, moving on from this whole thing. Though a couple of things in this match were great, but it wasn't that great. Anyway, in the back, we have Trick Willie. He's talking after the break. Trick Willie comes out, and we got this whoop that Trick chant everywhere. It was crazy to see it. Vegas is with Tricky Willies. He's got Gingerbread out there, Mr. Gingerbread Man. I think that was Little Yachty. I think that's how you say his name. I could be wrong. And the gingerbread suit. Yeah. By the way, Little Yachty is a rapper. I found out the other day, and he is training to become a WWE superstar.
Well, we know that WWE is really high on Trick Williams, and that he's going to win the title. So I mean,
I think so too.
A no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer.
I believe so too. I think they're just I think Little Yachty, also is gonna have a help in that. So but this felt like it went on forever. Him and Sammy, the Gingerbread Man, and the this and the that, and the back and the forth. I'm just tired of it. I want the match. I want Trick Williams to win already and be done with this. Honestly, kind of how I feel. Just kind of be done with this whole story. What do you think? I don't know.
I mean, they keep these storylines cooking for so long, and you got to think, how long can you keep an actual story going for until it gets flat and stale?
No, I agree, and that's what they're doing. Yeah, and that is such a problem. Anyway, after that we get Cody Rhodes. He finally shows up. Yay! Our champion, our hero.
I wish you could be excited about that.
I don't know. I'm just, like I said, the whole storyline is just meh for me, honestly, as much as I love McAfee. But I still think Randy's saving the business. Orton will save our business tomorrow night. Tune in to the main event to see it. Anyway, back in the ring, we have Charlotte Flair. Well, actually, before that, Nikki Bella gives an update on her ankle injury, saying she will be there. So, okay, right. Meanwhile, reports came out today that she's not cleared, so I don't know. Very, very interesting. If that was a no-go, Kabuki Warriors were supposed to go in. I heard they're not even supposed to be there now because of who they signed earlier today. And yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what they're gonna do with this. This whole thing is such a mess. This whole Nikki Bella's leg injury is a problem for them. So I don't know. Anyway, back to the ring. We get Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, followed by Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for our next match. It's kind of a brawl. And that's kind of what happens. Everything kind of goes to hell. And, Lash Legends, Nia Jax show up. And Lash Legends and Nia Jax say that they run this place. So, yeah, that's kind of what, yeah. Still don't know who's going to win that match, honestly. I'm thinking the Bellas, but I don't know what Nikki's leg now. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with this match. What do you think?
They like to waste money, so let them waste money. Ain't my money.
All right, match 4. the best match of the night. Here we go. The Andre, the inaugural, or not inaugural, but the annual Andre the Giant Battle Royale. This actually, fun fact, this used to be on the WrestleMania card, and then they moved it to SmackDown a couple of years ago. I think it's been on SmackDown for at least the last 5 or 6, maybe 7 years now. It's been a SmackDown annual tradition. What do you think of the annual tradition, Vince?
Of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
Right, being on SmackDown, not Mania.
I mean,
Used to
it's
be on
always on
Mania, by the
SmackDown.
way.
Been on SmackDown the last 3 years.
Anyway, this match kicked off with I believe it was Johnny Gargano laying down there. He is still moping around. I think this is the stupidest thing in the world. Just let this man out of his contract and go to AEW with his wife already. Please, 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 WWE. Just get this man just out of everything. Please. I'm done with it. I don't care. I think just get him in AEW already. Please, God. Anyway, Gargano's laying down. Kit Wilson gets eliminated by tripping over Johnny after Dan Calhoun cursed. After the Danhausen curse, Sabin and Nathan Frazier are on the apron. They trade eliminations there. Johnny shoves Frazier down but doesn't attack. Sabin, Axiom kicks Sabin to eliminate him. Both Americanos are tossed out by our boy Tonga. Tonga. Yes. Ivan Dragunov, attacked Shiloh Hill. That's that guy from NXT, I think. And then after that, he gets eliminated. Angel Umberto after Alpaca. The original Alparca gets eliminated by Angel Umberto. Ray Phoenix disposes of Berto. Psycho Clown showed up, Vince. The Psycho Clown showed up. You know who Psycho Clown is, by the way? You falling asleep with me? Hello, you there? Psycho Clown? Wait, Joe, I think Vince fell asleep. I might have to host the show by myself.
I'm listening.
Hi, I said Psycho Clown showed up. I guess you don't.
Yeah, I'm not too big on this crossover. Like,
he's a legend, a luchador libre legend over there in AAA. He's Psycho Clown with his mask and everything. He's Psycho
but where does he fit? Where does he fit into the storyline?
He doesn't. He's AAA guy, and they're just bringing him in because they needed people to fill this match.
Yeah, but again,
that's the issue,
it goes to what I said at the beginning of the show.
They don't have people, so they're just throwing people into these matches.
Okay, but hold on. You say they don't have people, but there's people that are telling to come flying from where they live to catering to sit there and do nothing. So there is people.
There is. But I do have to say this, and I will say this. They're not using them because they want that star power, baby. Psycho Clown. Anyway, Psycho Clown gets involved. Then Alex Shelley helps him eliminate Johnny Gargano. They eliminate Axiom. Phoenix takes out Shelley. Then the Amigos get kicked.
Why do we waste our time with this?
Hold on, Cruise. I don't know. I'll stop and say that Royce Keys won this. Powerhouse Royce Keys won, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course,
the Andre the Giant Battle Royale Memorial. Was Royce Keys. So you see big things we're gonna be seeing a lot of big things for Royce Keys in the future, man.
Or are we gonna see Royce Keys win this because nothing with him since he's come back to WWE?
I don't know, man. I'm excited for it. He debuts last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, and then they give him this. I mean, this is a big thing. I was reading earlier today. I'm in the doctor's office because I was reading, looking at stuff for the segment here. And I was reading an article about Royce Keys, and he said he's been putting in the work. He wanted to do dark matches. throughout his time before he made his debut. So he's made his debut from the Rumble up until he made his debut for SmackDown. He was working dark matches like every single week for Raw and SmackDown. So, and he said he loved doing it. So yeah, that just shows you the guy's worth ethic. And he just wants to be there. So, and people love it. So yeah, it's great. Anyway, we're finally getting down to the end of this here. Finally, after almost an hour because the show's 3. Commentary runs down the Mania cards. By the way, we get a hype package for Roman and Punk. Then we get Cody Rhodes. Time for our main event segment. Woo! Cody Rhodes, the last time he'll be holding that belt he stole back from Randy Orton or per Pat McAfee. He says that, Cody has a physical belt now. He gets the mic and he says that, he would ask Vegas, what do they want to talk about? And he starts talking about the final boss. He said there's no, final boss in the way. There's no Travis Scott in the way. Or someone else who could just go home this year. He was basically saying the "we go home" Pat chants slowly started from the crowd there, build a bit. Tomorrow, simple 2 men will fight for the oldest, richest prize in the business, Vince, in the business. After that, Cody, against his mentor, the Apex Predator, Randy the Viper, saving the business, Orton, RKO. We'll go at each other, he says. Then he talks about a bunch of other stuff. And then, for no reason at all, Vince, who showed up on the show tonight?
Who showed up?
CM Punk.
Does that shock you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I just can't believe why. Why did he show up? He's not in this story yet.
Ticket
See how I
sales.
said yet? Because Pat McAfee, CM Punk, that's the whole real versus reality thing, man. That is coming into the effects of all this, man. And that is true. That is the thing. CM Punk and Pat McAfee, it's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. I think it's bad for booking. I think it's a stupid idea from bad creative, but I do believe it's going to happen. Why is it going to happen? Because WWE doesn't know what the hell they're doing anymore, man. And that is the issue nowadays. Much as I watch this shit and I love this shit, I have to admit they don't know what they're doing. And that is a huge problem. Especially for a fan like me. Anyway.
They're just out of ideas, man. That's all it is.
Absolutely. That's why they're going to do Pat and Punk. Probably a main event here in MSG. I'm not going. $381, by the way, are your ticket prices. I texted that the other day. Hell no. I'm not even doing Fanatics Fest next week because of how expensive they are. Dude, Roman Reigns was charging $950 for a fucking photo at WWE World yesterday.
$950?
$950.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. And that's without taxes and fees. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. Indeed. CM Punk is there for no reason at all. Interrupts Cody. Says that that Cody Rhodes doesn't deserve to get kicked in the balls and doesn't deserve all the stuff from Pat McAfee and Randy Orton, and that he knows that Cody Rhodes will win, and that he knows that he will beat Roman Reigns on Sunday, right? And that he said that they can have a match maybe down the line, bunch of other stuff. They start talking about Shawn Michaels and the HBK and the injuries, and then Cody, has everything. Thank you for all your kind words, and I don't know. Then they hug, and then they're celebrating with everybody, and that is the end of SmackDown. What are we doing here? Why is CM Punk on the show, man? It makes no fucking sense. There's no, you know this as well as I know this. This shit makes no sense. Why did he have to come out?
It all makes sense, but it makes sense for WWE because they are trying to sell more seats for WrestleMania, so they're bringing all the heavy hitters out.
I mean, if we go right now, WrestleTix, I'll do it here. We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live, as they say, right? WrestleTix. Give me a minute here. I'm gonna pull it up. Let's see, WrestleTix right here. Come on, there they are. Let's pull them up. Let's see. Tonight's SmackDown was sold out. They basically distribute only 100 were left. Hall of Fame, 500 tickets are left right now. That's going on right now, by the way. Mania Saturday, you have 1,741 tickets left. Tickets sold, 44,319 for Saturday. Sunday.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Sunday, they have 183. This is the night and the 2 nights before. 2 nights before Roman and Punk face off. 877 tickets left. And the reason why they're in trouble for a lot of shit because of the whole, the prices, and they don't want to drop, and the whole, just it didn't, and it's not a good card. Honestly, I know you said a couple weeks ago with Katie, you're not that excited for Mania. Z said it on Monday with the on the Raw review show. No one's really excited for Mania this year, bro. I don't even care for it. I'm going to watch it because I have nothing better to do tomorrow night. But still, I don't even care for this. This is one of the weakest Mania we've had in years.
Everything was rushed.
That too.
We know
everything from fucking Drew to Jacob, the fucking Cody to Randy, even Roman and Punk felt rushed. I mean, nothing feels organic. Nothing. All right, here. So,
is there any big stories before we head out tonight?
Yes, I do. Actually, I'm gonna give me a minute here. I gotta find my thing. I don't even know where it is. But I had it here. I do have it here. We will do this.
Hey guys, what's up?
That was not me, by the way. I did not do that. I don't know who did that at the end of that, by the way. So, anyway, I think you're fucking with me again. All right. Okay.
Trash.
Slam said Stone Cold Steve Austin is in Vegas this weekend. Will he be on camera or not?
Trash.
Yeah, not a fan of Stone Cold, huh? Okay, all right. How about this next story? She's back! PW Insider confirmed yesterday or today that Paige has re-signed with WWE.
Yeah.
PW
I think this is a dumb way.
This
is dumb. This is dumb, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you want to surprise and make people want to go to the next night, you don't tell people what's going on and you surprise them with somebody like this.
This was a drop that shouldn't have happened, that got dropped from the insiders, and a lot of people are pissed in WWE because of this, because they wanted to keep this a secret. But it's the worst kept Mania secret since Cody Rhodes, I think, honestly, that she's back. I met her about a month ago, honestly. So glad I did. I got her to sign 2 action figures that are right over here. You can't see them, but they are over here. The reports, and this was not confirmed anymore because the whole Nikki Bella said she's going to be there wrestling and shit, is that she was going to tag with Brie Bella tomorrow. Paige and Brie Bella are going to be in that match. But I don't know about that now. Now the reports say, or Nikki Bella said on SmackDown, that she'll be there in the match. So I don't know what the fuck they're going to do, but Paige is back with WWE, and I don't know how that's going to go. As for Nikki Bella, like I said, TW Insider said she was not. Then she said she is. I don't know if WWE is just trying to cover their tracks and then play the Paige thing up as a surprise when Nikki Bella doesn't show up, but don't be surprised if Nikki Bella does not show up in the match tomorrow night, because supposedly she's not cleared. So I don't even know why they cut I think the reason why they cut this promo tonight, or last night, whatever, was because they needed Nikki Bella to say that so they can get the Paige surprise out, I think. Randy Orton is apparently hurting the business ahead of his Mania match with Cody Rhodes. Hours before the match, he is reporting the hurting according to the sources. So there you go. AEW filed a trademark, AEW Redemption. And that might be a new pay-per-view or Dynasty or maybe a Collision special. And that's all I got. I really don't know.
Well, are you going to watch the Hall of Fame right now?
I might tune in for some of it, but I don't want to watch the whole 4 hours. My mom got mad at me last year when I did. She
to let everybody know that we're the whole crew is on the WrestleMania Cruise. So
Yes.
Shout out to the gang, the executive consultant, Cactus Katie, Ron, Steve. The list goes on. I hope you guys have a great time. And
so do I, guys. Have a good show.
All the pictures and all the sounds that come from WrestleMania next week. Anything else you want to add before we get off here?
Yes, I do. So they did theirs, but we got to do ours because it's a tradition we always do, because it's always the night fucking before. I don't care. EC gets mad at me. I'll take the heat. I don't give a shit at this point. But I have them all here. It took me hours to get all these in here. Let's do this. Here we go. Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu. We're running this down before we get out of here. Absolutely, I'm doing this. What do you think here? We're running this down.
I'm taking Drew.
I think Fatu. I will go against you on this. I think Fatu, actually, man. Okay. Next one.
Right.
This one. This is a shit show, as you call it. And the reason why I call it that is because Nikki's there. Nikki's not there. WWE can't see here. Take this down here for a second. Reason why is because WWE is saying she's fine. Then all of a sudden they're signing Paige. I think Paige and Brie Bella become your tag team champions, possibly. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here, but
I'm either saying it's a swerve and the Bellas are going to win the titles, or I'm going to pick Vakir and Bailey.
I agree with you. I think that could happen too. This match makes no sense. Absolutely never. I don't know why the hell they're doing this. Gunther versus Rollins. I would say Seth needs to win more. But I feel like Gunther's going to win so they can move on to the bigger and better thing, like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Because afterwards, I think Gunther's going to go after Reed, and I believe Seth Rollins is going to go after Breaker. So what do you think?
I love Seth Rollins. I'm a fan, but I think Gunther takes it.
Yes, so do I. Next one up, we got... By the way, it took me like 2 hours to get these up. It was terrible. Anyway, this match. What are we doing, WWE? We got a non-wrestler with 5 wrestlers, including Logan Paul, who is a wrestler, by the way. I don't know, man. How does Speed lose? I mean, maybe, you know what? Maybe the Vision does lose. You know, I'll take LA Knight and the Usos, I guess. I don't know.
I'll take the Vision.
Okay. All right. Next one, we have Liv Morgan Yeah, the way, I don't know if you saw her awesome music video. She cut an awesome music video the other day. They played it earlier versus Stephanie Vicaire.
I'll take Liv Morgan.
Okay, yeah, I can see that too. I'll take Liv Morgan with you. I think it's gonna happen. Even though Stephanie's on the post. Oh shit! Wait, there was one more match here before we get to the main event. I did them backwards. My bad. It was just the way I uploaded them. AJ Lee, Becky Lynch.
AJ Lee.
I think AJ retains. I think Paige comes out during this. I think that would make more sense, honestly, because Paige would challenge AJ Lee for the belt. I think that makes more sense. Then, saving the business, Randy freaking Orton with Pat McAfee at his side versus the undisputed alone champion, Cody freaking Rhodes. Who do you got?
I think Randy's gonna take it.
Absolutely. Randy, the saving the business Orton. Yeah, that's long as fuck. Will win that match. On the night 2, Rock versus Ova. I'm excited for this match. Honestly, I am. Very excited for this match. Oh, I think Ova Femi wins, man.
I'll take Ova Femi.
I agree. Next up, we got Trick Williams versus Sammy, my hero, Zayn. Yeah, he's my hero. I have t-shirts of him.
I'm taking the lemon pepper step himself.
Yeah, I agree. As much as I hate going against Sammy, I agree Trick Williams is going to win. This match, I don't know, man. This is going to be tough. I want to say Penta. I do want to say retain. But I also say... Lee. Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. I was either going to say that, or remember, I cut a promo earlier last year, saying Javon Evans might win. So I would not be surprised if Javon Evans wins, but I think Penta retains, man. The next one, how can the Demon lose, right? I mean, what are we doing here, man?
I say
Demon versus Mysterio.
I say Finn Balor wins and the Judgment Day turns on Dominic.
Okay, I can see that. The next one here. This could go two ways. I say Jade retains as well. And I personally believe Bianca shows up. And then we got one more match. CM Punk Roman Reigns. I'm split between this because I don't know how to book it. Do you keep the title on Punk and Roman really does go back to Hollywood like the rumors are suggesting? Or does this set up Roman Reigns become the new champion and go in the direction him versus Seth at SummerSlam? I'm
going Roman Reigns.
I think you're right. I think Roman Reigns is going to win too. I don't see CM Punk winning, especially with. It's the reason why I don't see that happening is because they had Pat McAfee, CM Punk. It would just make no sense for a guy like McAfee to challenge CM Punk to a title match.
I got you.
Pat McAfee doesn't even deserve a title match. Like you said, he's not a wrestler. He's not a WWE superstar. He's just an outsider who kind of came in, who's been kind of in the business for a little while. I personally believe that Pat McAfee and CM Punk will have a match, obviously down the line, maybe at SummerSlam, maybe somewhere else before SummerSlam. But I agree. I think Roman's going to take the belt. And that's the Mania card. The not that exciting Mania card, man. Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy Mania.
Enjoy the 4-hour Hall of Fame going on right now. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Do you have any comments or questions?
Enjoy the Hall of Fame. Enjoy Mania. We got some shows. Make sure you check them out next week. I think they're all going to be back on the air, hopefully. Yep. We got Monday Raw review right after Raw. You got on Tuesday. You got the NXT duo. You got Ron and Sabrina. They're great. You got on Wednesday night. You got Cactus Katie and Sheriff. She's back talking about that bum Darby Allin winning the championship. I can't believe that. By the way, I commented a lot on that. And then you got us on Fridays, man, where you can catch me and Vince do the 3-hour SmackDown show, everything you know on SmackDown. So
That's right.
Which hopefully is better after Mania, because this one's go home show sucked tonight, in my opinion. I give it like a C-, maybe even a D for it's just poor performance, man. It was just so bad. Everything was just so bad tonight, man. It was terrible. It really was.
It's not what you expected. That's all.
Dude, it's bad booking. It's just WWE has no new ideas. Get new ideas. Bring new people in. Bring people back. Just do something, man. Do something. Anyway, guys, we'll be back next week. Any other words you want before we get out of here, man?
That's all the time we have for you guys. Thanks for joining us. Happy WrestleMania weekend.
Bye. Happy WrestleMania.